Icon Radio, your number one entertainment plug.
Good morning. Your favorite show here, The Race. Your host is Newton Hamasi. Welcome to Icon Radio. Every Monday, I bring you an inspiring political story to help you make great decisions when electing the leaders who will champion your interest. I bring you fearless figures in the society. And today, we are going to have a serious discussion. It is about the state of the nation. We are at a point in our politics, in our country, from leadership, economy, and all aspects of our country. And today, I have a fearless, a bold, and authentic Kenyan man, or rather youth, by the name Ndege Serikal. Welcome to the show, Ndege.
Thank you very much for having me. Yes.
We're so glad to have you here.
Thank you very much.
Welcome to Icon Radio.
Thank you very
For
much.
all our listeners, tune in to www.iconradio.co.ke. Follow us on our Twitter handle, that is Icon Radio KE, on our Instagram and Facebook. And let us have this discussion. My host mentioned that today's show, mercy is going to be served in droplets.
Yes.
And peace is going to be suspended.
Peace is going to be suspended. Huh?
Ndege, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for having me.
Who is Ndege?
Ndege is a Kenyan by birth,
Yes.
a patriot by nature,
Mm-hmm.
and a social democrat.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's my political persuasion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I've been in politics for some time right now.
Yes.
And when I heard that you wanted to interview me, I said, okay, why not? You're a friend of mine,
Yes.
Tumetoka Mbali.
Yes.
And
yes,
I said,
yes,
okay, let me come.
yes. I remember the campus days, Ndege.
Yes,
You were very vibrant.
yes.
Nowadays, I hear you're called a political tactician.
Of course, this is
Ndege
Africa.
bana.
And nilikwambia, we started a long time ago.
Yes.
And as you know, the Africans say that not everybody that chased the leopard
Yes.
caught it,
Yes.
but he who caught it chased it. So, you have to pursue these things. You have to be in the game.
Yes.
You have to be up to the task.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm proud. I'm still vibrant.
Yes.
Yeah.
The last time I checked Ndege, there's this gentleman called Honorable Jimmy Wanjigi.
Yes.
Just before we delve into our today's topic,
Yes.
tell us more, Bana. What is he doing?
Jimmy Wanjigi is a candidate running for president
Yes.
through the ODM party.
Yes.
And I'm a life member of ODM.
You're a live member of
I'm a
ODM.
life member of
I
ODM.
tell you, yes.
Yeah, and when he approached some of us that he wanted support from our side,
Uh-huh.
we said, okay, Sawa, because he's somebody who has been in the party and he's also a life member like us.
Uh-huh.
Why not give him a chance? Because he's a candidate, he's a Kenyan, he's worthy of the seat.
Is he serious?
He's serious, he's vying for presidency. Yeah.
I have different thoughts on that. But anyway,
Yes.
with time we're going to have this discussion.
Yes.
Now, it has been a tough year, Ndege.
Yes.
2021 has been a tough year for this country.
Yes.
Not COVID,
Mm-hmm.
not bad leadership, high skyrocketing debts.
Yes.
Are we in a good state? Are we in a bad place? Are we
I-
in a good place, rather?
I can say that challenges come
Yes.
and challenges also go.
Mm-hmm.
Because yesterday we saw the World Health Organization
Yes.
caution the whole world that the Omicron variant
Mm-hmm.
is the virus is spreading so fast and faster than any other variant that has been there before.
Mm-hmm.
And that one really brings the world to a standstill in a way.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to tell youths
Yes.
and fellow Kenyans who have not been vaccinated to be vaccinated. Just get the vaccine.
Get
Have
the
it.
vaccine.
Get the vaccine.
Get the vaccine.
Yeah, tough times are there, of course, and the economy is not good for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But let us at least deal with the pandemic
Mhm.
in a way we can deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
Any other issues, take precautions.
Yeah.
We are not yet out of the woods.
Yeah.
So make sure that you go by the guidelines given by the Ministry of Health
Mhm.
and the World Health Organization.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Now, with our economy, do you feel like we are being led in the right direction? Ndege?
I feel like we have a president who is has gone off gear. Yeah, because at the beginning of the second term, there
Yeah.
was the Big Four agenda,
Mm-hmm.
which was supposed to be the focus.
Yes.
There's a way that we lost focus in between due to one reason or the other. Currently, things are not as good as they're supposed to be. The prices have gone up. Inflation is at an all-time high. Unemployment is another level. So most Kenyans are living from hand to mouth as we speak. But we cannot give up. We cannot just say that, okay, sawa, that now we have given up and hang our boots. We must continue working as a people. We must believe in our president again. We must make sure that he focuses and refocuses on whatever needs to be done. Issues of politics will come and go, but we need to steady the economy. We need people who will help us to create employment, to make sure that the cost of living goes back to the way it was. Yeah.
Wow. Now, in our current political field, Ndege,
Yes.
everybody is asking. And I remember our elder. I call him elder because he has proclaimed himself as an elder.
Yes.
Francis Atuli. This man asks the question,
Yes.
in whose hands are we safe, Ndege? From where you sit, in whose hands are we safe?
From where I sit, I can
Yes.
say this is a season of political promises.
Political promise.
Many people are coming up with promises. Some will say just something so that at least you can find support for them,
Yes.
or you can show support for them.
Yes.
But Kenyans must really and critically analyze. Look at the nature of the leader, the history and the background of the person. Does he or she have a history of creating employment? Does he or she have a history of steadying the economy? Have they been in roles of responsibilities? What did they do with their responsibilities at that particular time? So when you are looking at, when you're asking the question,
Yes.
in whose hands are we safe?
Yes.
You must also accompany to this question,
Yes.
in whose hands have we been safe before?
In whose hands have we been safe before?
Yes.
But with the political leadership we have taken,
Yes.
and I might be wrong, but all those guys who are offering themselves for election, Ndege,
Yes.
I don't feel like we have been safe in either hands.
Yeah. Because most of them have been there for 20 to 30 years in politics. Yeah, and you see, no matter how long a tree stays in the water,
Yeah.
it can never become a crocodile. We know that.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. No matter how long,
No matter how long
a log
stays in water,
it can never become a crocodile.
it will never become a crocodile.
It will never. And that in the same breath, a lizard in the village cannot become a crocodile in the city. It cannot be.
Oh my goodness.
So the promises that some people have been
But we
giving
have had
us-
lizards who have become not really to perceive someone as a lizard, but we have seen underdogs become the president of the United States of America.
Which
A
underdog
man
was that?
from Kogala.
No. Obama was never an underdog. Obama was not an underdog.
But you see, he came from his origins. If you stretch his origins,
Yes.
are from the Kenyan nini.
Kenya is not an underdog country. Kenya is a powerful country. You can just say he was an underdog in terms of money
Yes.
that he had compared to Hillary and the other candidates.
The
Yeah?
other candidates, yes.
In which case, the vision that he had made him to remove him from the position of an underdog to a big person or to a big player. In that word.
Wow.
Yeah, but the problem with Kenya is that we have people who have been giving promises over the years who have just been camouflaging. Today you say this, tomorrow you say that, today you say this. And that's why you see with other candidates
Yes.
who have been coming up. For instance, like Jimmy, for instance, now like JB Muturi. They are fresh people. We've never seen them in positions of
In
power
powerful positions
or
like
responsibilities.
the
Eh?
leadership.
So my suggestion would be, why not try? Why not risk and try somebody new for a change?
Wow.
Yeah, why not get somebody else who probably will give us a different alternative or a different perspective?
Hey, Ndege Serikal himself is in studio today. Kindly follow in at www.iconradio.co.ke. Follow us on our Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Icon Radio KE. This is your favorite show, The Race. We are political in our discussions. We are fearless. We are bold. And we are authentic. In studio, it is Ndege Serikal. He calls himself a political tactician. I don't know what that means. But when we come back, He is going to elaborate further and further and further. Keep tuned in. Don't go away.
Icon Radio.
Welcome back. This is iconradio.co.ke. Your show is The Race. We are political in our discussions. And one thing I want to tell you guys, never compare yourself with anyone. Learn from the sun and the moon. They both shine, but in different times, in different seasons, different places, and different ways. You're never the same with your friend.
True.
You're never the same with your enemy. Learn to live coherently with each other. In studio, I have Ndege Serikal. He calls himself a political tactician. We are used to political strategists. We are used to political consultants. Ndege, why call yourself a tactician?
First and foremost,
Yes.
the sun will shine on those who are standing before it shines on those who are sitting down or kneeling below them. A political tactician does
Yes.
more than a political analyst or a political strategist.
Why so?
He lays down his tactics
Uh-huh.
to be used by politicians,
Uh-huh.
by political players and stakeholders.
Huh.
So in as much as
Yes.
all political tacticians are political strategists
Yes.
and analysts,
Yes.
not all political analysts are political tacticians.
I tell you.
A
Hey.
lion and an elephant cannot hunt in the same pasture.
But they stay in the same
They
environment.
stay in the same environment.
But they can never hunt.
Yes, so a political tactician does more.
Yes.
You do more for the aspirant, you do more for yourself.
Mhm.
You lay out the tactics and strategies to be used.
Yes.
An analyst just waits back for the events to happen and analyzes. A tactician does give strategies
Yes.
and is there all the way even to analyze later
To
on.
analyze later on.
Yes,
Political technician in studio.
tactician, yes.
Wow. Ndege.
Yes.
You know, we are in a season of politics. Next year, this country has to elect a leader.
Yes.
And there's a joke going around.
Mm-hmm.
Are you jobless?
There's a job.
There's a vacancy somewhere.
There's a vacancy.
Yes.
Yeah, and at the right time, people present themselves.
Uh-huh.
There is a vacant position of the presidency.
Uh-huh.
That is the topmost position.
Uh-huh.
It goes all the way to position of MCA,
Uh-huh.
including positions of advisors and every other thing. So, as politics, we normally say that you have to consult your people. You have to go to the ground. You have to put your ears on the ground. You have to listen to what people are saying. And at the right time, people will see that the job you are doing is not enough. Come and help us here. Yeah, so...
Now, Ndege, I'll just bring you to speed.
Yes,
You know, as many young people are trying to be elected
yes,
as you sit here today,
yes.
most of them are trying to aspire to be politicians. From your tactical point of view, Ndege, what is the advice you're going to give this young man?
My advice, first and foremost, is that don't vie because you're a young person.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, don't just go to election because you're a youth.
Ati wewe ni youth.
Ati wewe ni kijana.
Wewe ni under 35 years.
Yeah, under 35. No. We have seen leaders who are young and they have messed us up seriously. And
Like
we have
who? Do you have
seen-
examples when you
No,
say that?
I won't mention names, but
Yes.
we have also had older leaders who have performed.
No, Ndege
So
bana hapa.
don't go and say that you are a young person so that you want to vie or be elected because you are a young person. Lay your cards on the table. Speak about your manifesto. Speak about your promises and policies on the ground. Your policies must cover the youth. They must cover the elderly people, the women, and every other person. Yeah, so don't come because you're a youth. Number two, the second advice
Yes.
is that make sure you are stable first financially before you contest for any seat, because these things can drain you after election. We don't want you to go and vie upatie voters kila kitu. Then after election again we do a rambe for small things, your wedding, your child's baptism, and the rest. So make sure you prepare yourself financially.
Preparation is
mentally.
very key.
Very key. Yeah. You know, if I'm going to cut a tree
Yes.
for 10 hours,
Yes.
I spend 9 hours sharpening the axe.
Wow.
Sharpening the axe.
Then you use the 1
Then
hour.
I use 1 hour to cut it down.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Words of wisdom.
prepare yourself.
Wow.
Don't fall under peer pressure that everybody is vying.
Sasa
My
pia wewe unaweka
former
ndani.
girlfriends, my former friends, high schools, colleagues are vying. Don't have the peer pressure. Be ready, be prepared, sell your policies, and In God's grace, you will win.
You know, some of them are waiting to hear from you, Ndege.
Yes.
Do they need money? Because in Kenyan politics, you have to have money.
Money
Yes.
is the mother's milk of politics.
Money is what?
The mother's milk of
Mother's
politics.
milk of politics. Without it?
And as a child, a child mwenye amezaliwa saa hii,
Yes.
6 months you need to breastfeed, fully breastfeed.
Fully breastfeed.
Fully breastfeed.
Nothing else.
Nothing else. So without money, yes, you may win, you may move around
By luck.
by luck, but the Kenyan voter nowadays is wise and knows very well that these people are just lying to them. So we want to finish with you there and there. Utasikia wanakwambia sasa ya macho ama unatuacha aje. So our politicians have taught us bad manners, and the people have really copied that.
Do you think that is the best way to go as a country?
It's not the best way, of course.
Yes.
It's not the best way, because when you find yourself in a country where for you to be elected, you have to spend money. For you to address a gathering, you have to spend something. So that is not the best way.
Yes.
But it's as things are as per now.
It's a constant
is,
factor.
It is what it is.
It is a constant
Until
factor.
we change that,
Yes.
money will still play a key role.
Wow.
We have candidates vying for president like Ruben Kigame, for instance. Why is it not being heard? Why is it not being given a platform? Yet he has good policies.
Wow.
Money is a factor. Yeah.
I hear you.
Yes.
But again, we have a challenge in our country of tribal politics.
Yes.
Ndege. Kama wewe umesema wewe ni life member wa chama gani?
ODM.
Mbona wewe si life member wa Jubilee?
Okay. Our politics is ethnically mobilized, first and foremost.
Are we supposed to be there, Ndege? Are we
Yeah,
supposed to be there
okay.
as a country?
We are
We are the
supposed
young
to be there.
generation.
We are the young-
We are the promise for the future.
Actually, this is like the second republic Kenya is in now.
Yes.
Because there was the first republic, then the second republic.
Then there is a third republic.
The third republic, which we are pushing for all of us,
Yes.
will not recognize the tribal barriers or the ethnic, where you're coming from, etc. But you see, the problem of Kenya
Yes.
has been that of tribe. And tribe has been tied down to land issues, and that is an historical issue from independence. If we discuss it now, we may not finish it by today. But what I must just say is that, for me, instantly, I joined ODM in 2005, the first time it was founded. Jubilee was not existing by then. TNA was not existing. So I've been a life member of ODM from all that time.
2005.
2005.
You must be a very serious diehard of the party.
After the referendum of 2005,
Yes.
the No and Yes campaign, I was in Form 3. And we joined
And
ODM.
you were in ODM
We were
as
in
a life
ODM
member.
As a life member. So we've been there for a long time. I have not seen any other party which has actually the same social democracy policies that I want or that I'm aligned to.
If we were to solve this issue of tribal politics, Ndege,
Yes.
in your own wisdom, what should we do as young people, as the future leaders of this country? What are the things for us to look at and address for us to be able to solve this issue of tribalism?
The first thing to solve tribalism is one, stop giving opportunities to people who supported you or to your community person. The problem we have in Kenya is, you see, 2013, once the Jubilee government won power, we had two tribes, which were mainly forming the coalition, the Kalenjins and the Kikuyus. Most positions were given to those two tribes.
Yes.
And there was a joke that even you find people were running in offices of senior government officials to look on the door signals.
Yes.
Ukipata Mkalenjin ni Mkisia hapo ama Mjaluo, unasema hii ni yetu sasa. So many people lost jobs in that particular
You take
area.
over those positions.
You take over those positions. That was not right, because sometimes you take positions, you don't have the qualifications, you don't have anything to do. And you see, in Kenya, the problem we have also is when a person is appointed to a senior position,
Yes.
maybe they are rotated or even appointed immediately. From the cleaner to the messenger to the clerk to the accountant, analeta watu wao wote. So we should stop attaching positions, senior civil service positions to tribes. Yeah.
Now, again, I ask a question.
Yes.
Ndege, you're in politics, and let us not lie to ourselves.
Yes.
In politics, they say loyalty is rewarded.
Yes.
How do you expect someone to build a political strength
Yes.
without rewarding his patronage?
you have to reward loyalty, and as we have said, loyalty can be based also, and you must not only reward loyalties from people who grew up with you, or from your tribesmates, or from which other place. There is a currency of politics, which is loyalty, of course.
Yes.
But from my perspective, if we are to end this giant called tribalism or ethnicity, then we have to award even responsibilities and awarding of jobs and everything else, not based on tribe alone,
but based on credibility.
Credibility and competence.
Competence.
Yeah, you can be able to do the job.
Yes.
These people that you're rewarding who are your tribemates, they can be your PAs, they can be your drivers, they can be anybody else. But when it comes to the economy, when it comes to something that's going to affect the larger Kenyan community, please put people who are competent. Don't sack somebody because he did not vote for you or he belongs to a particular different tribe.
Don't go away. We have in studio Ndege Serikal. He calls himself a politician who is a political tactician. Follow us on www.iconradio.co.ke, the #1 entertainment plug. We are bold, we are authentic, and we are fearless. Don't go away. When we come back, we talk about 2022 race. I can see people running helter-skelter, trying to fix here and there to make things happen. We have Azimio. We have UDA, kazi ni kazi. We have Democratic Party, JV Muturi himself. We have the Mbas. We have Moses Masika Wetangula, who Francis Atwoli said in his own words that he will not have an escape route. Don't go away. Don't go away. We'll be back shortly.
Icon Radio.
Welcome back. This is your show, The Race. Your host, Newton, here. We are bold, authentic, and fearless. In studio today, I have a political tactician who says wherever he goes, he suspends peace. And he serves mercy in droplets. I don't know how he does that. But again, Ndege, I don't know if in the other counties we don't have women. I don't know.
Yes.
But we have one particular county. Kirinyaga County.
Yes.
Hey, bana. Hey.
Yeah.
Is it that our mothers never gave birth to iron ladies like the Kirinyaga women did?
No.
Yes.
It's not about having women who give birth to iron ladies like those.
Yes.
It is just that where women are empowered,
yes,
and where the policy from the ground upwards focuses on the girl child and empowers the women,
yes,
women will naturally shine brighter than the other gender, which is us.
How certain is that?
It is certain because you look at the first governor for Kirinyaga.
Yes.
It was a male. It was a person who was a man.
Yes.
Then the people who came to replace the person
yes,
were all ladies, and nowadays we don't hear about any other person interested. In fact, if a man is even trying to contest there,
yes,
he becomes the underdog automatically.
You know, even I was reading in the newspapers, in the dailies today morning,
Yes.
that even the deputy governor, what is his name? Yes, he happened to throw in again and says, I am also going to contest for the governorship.
Yes.
But is he going to beat these three ladies?
But you see, you cannot fatten the cow on the market day. You can't. You can't do
cannot
that. He has not been campaigning. He has not been advancing. He has not been doing anything for all that period of time. It is these three ladies that you have been seeing, Ngirishi,
Waiguru, and Karua.
So the face-off is between those three.
Why can't we have these ladies distribute themselves so that we can have such inspiration in Western Kenya?
If that
so that we
governor,
can have such inspiration in Nyanza.
Yes.
So that we can have such inspiration in the coastal region.
Yes.
Why are ladies not taking up these positions?
They are taking those positions, and it's a slow process. And as you know, from the previous campaign,
yes,
180 aspirants out of about 10,000 aspirants were female. in the last campaign.
180.
180.
Don't you think that is so minimal?
It's minimal, yes, but you see, it keeps on advancing. It increases over time. And as I have told you, you cannot fatten a cow on the market day. You have to continue doing it procedurally, kidogo, until the particular time. So in Kirinyaga,
Yes.
they appear to have been ahead of us on the other counties
Yes.
in empowering the girl child.
The girl child,
So
yeah.
they have done that procedurally. And the deputy governor, my advice to him
Yeah.
would be let him seek the same position and negotiate for a deputy governor
Yes.
through another lady
Yes.
or through the current,
The current
governor.
governor.
Yes.
What is the mathematics in that county? Who do you think is going to win? You're a political tactician. And from where you sit, I believe you can see something.
From where I sit,
Yeah.
given that Waiguru had to leave Jubilee
Yes.
and come to UDA,
Yes.
it means that the people on the ground are leaning towards UDA.
What is this about the ground, Vanna?
Yeah,
What is this about the ground, Vanna?
If you're a politician and you ignore the ground, my friend, that is the surest ticket to go home.
If you ignore the ground.
And we know very well that even our members of parliament, about 80%, normally
Yes.
don't come back. Yeah, sometimes it's ignoring the ground.
Yes.
Sometimes it's just being chaotic and not following anything that you're supposed to be doing. Yeah, so if I was to judge based on whatever I've heard and seen and based on the friends that I have on the ground, most likely we will have a stiff race between Waiguru and Ngirichi for the ticket of UDA. Whichever person will take that ticket may be the next governor for Kirinyaga.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm certain about that.
When you talk about UDA,
Yes.
Ndege, the bottoms up.
Yes, bottoms up.
Kazi ni kazi. Is that something that we want for our country?
It is not, of course, it is not something that I will wish, because when you talk about bottoms up,
Yeah.
what is it literally? It is
Ni
a
kujenga
concept-
vijana wa chini bwana ukikuja juu bwana.
ukikuja
Ndege,
juu,
bwana.
yes, but you see those vijana must have something on their hands. They must have some business, they must have some skills. You know, you cannot jenga mtu, huwezi toa mtu from the ground, umwambie kuja kuwa electrician, and they don't have those skills. So even if you're going to go bottom up,
Yes.
we have to have those skill sets on the ground first. We have to have employable youths on the ground. So in terms of the ideology and everything, it is not
Realistic?
realistic, or it's not practical, but it is something that it can create euphoria, and it's something that is moving very fast. And as you are seeing, this is like the most popular party as we speak now.
Than ODM?
It is most popular according to Stedman, according to the opinion polls that were released recently.
Are they scientific? Ndege.
Whichever method they used, whichever methodology they used, but
The results are out.
I know that is the only research that has been done on any political party.
Yes.
Yeah, so UDA was leading, ODM was coming second, but as per now,
Yes.
yeah, whatever
the
can
most populous
happen,
party.
whatever can happen in the next 2 months, 3 months,
It's a long time, you know.
yeah, it's a long time.
In politics, one day is a hell of a time.
It's anything can change. We know PNU came from nowhere, and in 100 days it won power.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Kibaki
Kibaki took power.
won the second term.
Yeah. And
Power is taken,
And the
Ndege.
yeah.
You know, you're a big believer in that because I remember those back days when you were in campus.
Yes.
You could instill these things, man.
That
What
is
was inspiring you, Ndege? Just tell us. Tell us so that our listeners, who are the young people, can understand this, Ndege. What inspired you? Because back in politics, Ndege, you're this fearless figure, man. As in everybody will just say like, hey, Ndege. Ndege can make you go somewhere you never wanted to go. Ndege can make you slap
yes.
the vice chancellor. In the broad daylight. What
I
inspires
started
you,
by
Ndege?
saying,
Yeah.
I started by saying
Yeah.
that not everybody who chased the gazelle caught it, but the person who caught it chased it. You getting
Come
my
again,
point?
come again.
Not everybody.
Come again.
Not everybody who chased the gazelle caught it, but the person who caught it chased it. In these terms, I'm saying that whatever you want to do in life, you have to pursue it. You have to get out. You have to be active. You have to be deliberate in your actions. So whatever we did in campus is that we were fearless and brave, and we supported people who were also brave. Because, we were fighting for comrades. Myself, I graduated, after long. I took 8 years in campus, and those were after 6 suspensions and 3 expulsions, and I managed to survive
3 what?
and come back. 3 expulsion letters and 6 suspension letters. All of them were related to a strike here and there. But we are happy because we did our part, and
You fought for humanity.
We fought for whatever was important
Wow.
at that time.
Wow.
So when we now say that power has to be taken and not given,
Yes.
then we mean that at the end of the day, the candidate with the most capability
Yes.
and the most people who can actually influence even those seats is the one who's going to carry the day and win, not the person who waits to be given. Yeah.
You know, Ndege, you remind me of this gentleman called Gabriel Boric,
Yes.
the president-elect of Chile.
Yeah.
You know, he was a student leader. And he has been persistent.
Yes.
Do you think our student leadership right now is the way it used to be? The Orengos of this world.
There is a miss that we had, and the days we used to be campus not long ago,
Yes.
2016, 2013. We had a vibrant student leadership. Right now, there were some laws that were put in place, and that prevents the universal suffrage.
Yes.
Students are no longer allowed to elect by secret ballot. Student leaders are no longer elected by the majority of students. It is the administration sitting somewhere that decides who is going to be elected, who is going to serve. That one kills the spirit. Comradeship, we say, is the second most powerful spirit after the Holy Spirit.
It is the second
Most powerful spirit after the Holy Spirit.
after the Holy Spirit.
Yes.
Don't go away. This is your show, The Race. It is bold, authentic, and it is getting fearless. On the show, I have Ndege Serikal. Don't go away. Keep tuned in. www.iconradio.co.ke on our Twitter, Facebook, and social media sites. Please follow us on Icon Radio KE. We'll be back shortly.
Icon Radio.
Welcome back. This is your show, The Race. The host today is fearless. He is bold and says it as it is. He means business. Ndege Serikal, a political tactician. Ndege,
Yes.
but now we are going into elections. Do you think IBC is ready?
IBC is ready as far as I'm concerned.
Do you think we are going to have free and fair elections?
I'm sure it will be free. The fairing part is what I'm still doubting a bit. But based on whatever the promises they're giving us,
Yes.
they need to be prepared early enough. We saw how the voter registration was conducted, the mass voter registration that has just been concluded. We saw how it was done, and we know the money that was spent in that. We are requesting even the IBC, as even as politicians
Yes.
and strategists, to conduct another mass registration.
I heard they have those plans. I don't know if it is...
Yeah, those plans need to be put into action because even the previous election, 2017,
Yes.
the mass registration was done in January to February, to mid of February. Yeah? We need people to vote because we know the calendar of the schools were changed. So most of the guys are clearing school in the next 1 or 2 months, and they'll be eligible to vote. So let us not cast them out. Let the new registration be done.
Yes.
And IBC should be prepared. In case of any money that needs to be given to them by the executive, let it be released.
Yes.
We don't want excuses after or during the elections.
Yes.
Yes.
That is good to note. But again, I'm telling our viewers and our listeners outside there, kindly, if you've not registered as a voter,
Yes.
please proceed and take your vote.
Take your vote.
Because bad leadership
Yes.
is elected by those people who don't go to vote.
Yes. And also the voter registration continues. It's a
Yes.
continual
It's
process.
a continual
Yeah, it's
process.
a continuous process. So you can just show up in the polling station that you feel interested in voting.
Yes.
Register yourself.
Yes.
Encourage your friends to register. And let us vote out bad leadership.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, Ndege, again, there's this bill that is going to be passed in Parliament
Yes.
about political parties.
Yes.
What is your thought about it? Do you think it's going to malign people to be aligned to a particular interest or something? Or why can't we just have a system where it is free and fair and democratic? We are a democratic country.
Yeah, true. But you see, again, we are a multi-party democracy.
Yes.
And they are just putting the guidelines that we ensure that at least party discipline is observed. You know, when you're driving on the road, you cannot just show up on the right side and you expect traffic to move freely. There has to be party discipline, there has to be loyalty, and there have to be timelines for democracy to flourish in that particular space. Yeah.
Wow. That is good. That is good. Now, Ndege, from where you sit,
Yes.
I can see some vision in you.
Yes.
Do you have any political aspiration going forward?
As per now, as I said before,
Yes.
I'm still moving within the constituency I'm yet to contest in. I am moving from ward to ward, trying to gather opinions and listen
That is
to
where?
the opinions
Where
of
bana?
people.
Sema
That is
Ndege
in
bana.
Lang'ata.
Lang'ata.
Yeah, that is in
Unataka
Lang'ata.
kupigana na wanaume bana.
Nataka kupigana na wanaume. Nimejitokeza pia mimi because I feel like this is my time. I was born and raised in Lang'ata.
In Lang'ata,
So
wow.
I'm moving from ward to ward, trying to gather opinion from people, trying to seek their hopes and views. And on January 26th, I will declare my interest.
You will
Once
declare your
people have
interest.
sat down, if the
Yes.
people are wakiona Ndege ametosha, then I will contest. But if they see that, okay, we want to reserve you, ukae sub kidogo, then I'm a Democrat, and I will sit down and listen to my people.
The people of Lang'ata who are listening in,
Yes.
Ndege Serikal anasema anataka kuwakilisha. I have known this man for some years now. And when he says it, he means it. We wish you all the best, Ndege.
Thank you very
We
much.
wish you the very best. Thank you for coming to the show.
Thank you.
Before we leave,
Yes.
what do you have to tell the Kenyan people?
My message to Kenyans is quite simple.
Yes.
This is the season for election promises. And many people will come bearing gifts. Many people will come with promises here and there. Before you decide who to give or who to vote for,
Yes.
look at their pasts. Do justice where it's supposed to be done. You know, even the devil, it is written that even if you are supposed to slap the devil twice,
Yes.
and you slap the devil 3 times, you have done injustice to the devil. Kama ana deserve slap mbili, mpatie
Mbili.
So
Usiongeze moja.
Usiongeze hata moja. And if you give them 1 slap, you have again done injustice. So every candidate who is coming out with promises,
Yes.
look at their past, look at their manifestos, look at their agendas, look at where have they performed before, what have they been doing, do they mean what they say?
Yes.
Then decide accordingly and vote wisely.
Vote wisely.
Yes.
To our listeners, Ndege amesema, vote
Wisely.
wisely. Thank you so much. But before we go away,
Yes.
as young people, as the youthful generation of this country,
Yes.
what I have to say is simple. You must go to college to acquire knowledge, but do not limit learning to that environment of classroom.
Yes.
We have seen young people who have graduated within the last 1 week. And what we are telling them, never stop learning. Life itself is the biggest university they will ever attend. So take the knowledge from the college,
Yeah.
from the university you have graduated from,
Yeah.
but understand that life outside here is a university on its own. Let us make wiser decisions as we move forward. This has been your political show. We look forward to see you here on our shows at www.iconradio.co.ke. We are usually bold, authentic, and fearless. Face 2022 with a fearless attitude. Be brave, be consistent, and everything is going to be well. Thank you very much.
Icon Radio, your #1 entertainment plug.